My dear mortal, we meet again at last. Oh, don't look so startled. Did you think I'd forget our agreement? Back here. Over here. In the mirror. Thank you. Don't avert your eyes. You do see my reflection, yes? Oh, yes. The Queen of the Fae herself gracing your modest little abode. I can understand why you'd be startled. Look at you, you've aged. Not by much. Not by human standards, I suppose. But to me, it's like watching a flower bloom and wither all in a single day. How quaint your lives are. How fleeting. So inconsequential, and yet, for reasons that elude me, I find myself intrigued by your frailty. You don't look so startled. Did you think I would simply forget our agreement? You do remember. You're not that dim, are you? You're the one who wandered so naively into my realm. Oh, certainly, yes, you were tricked by a puka and bound by Fey law, but you did it nonetheless. And I was the one to give you a second chance. I was the one who delivered you safely back to this fragile, fleeting existence. And for that, you promised me a gift. Did you really think I wouldn't come to collect? You remember our bargain, don't you? Surely you haven't forgotten the terms. You promised upon the safe return to this realm to give me a gift of my choosing, and now the time has come. I have waited patiently. Longer than you can comprehend, to be truthful with the way the time shifts in my world. Though for you, I imagine it's been barely a few days. It must feel like yesterday. Humans are so careless with time. It slips through your fingers. You barely notice it until it's gone. But I notice. Oh, I have noticed. I could demand anything of you, you know. Gold, jewels, secrets, the things your kind prize so very dearly. But I am Queen of the Fae. Trinkets hold no value to me, do they? I desire something of true worth. Something that cannot be weighed. Something that cannot be measured. I want a part of you, mortal. Something intrinsic. Something of consequence. Oh, there you go, looking alarmed again. I don't seek to harm you. I've no interest in your life, fragile as it is. But I want what you hold most dear. I want your most cherished memory. The one that warms you on cold nights and brings a smile to your lips even in the darkest hours. That's what I want from you. Your memory will become mine to keep and treasure for eternity. Yes, mine, no longer yours. No, you will no longer remember. Is that hesitation I see in your eyes? Do you fear what you will lose? Do you think I'm cruel? Perhaps I am. But remember, you gave your word. In the Fey realm, a promise is binding. You have no choice, mortal. It must be done. And remember, I am not known for my mercy. Though, I am not without it. So consider this. By giving me your most treasured memory, you grant it immortality. A part of you will live on long after your fleeting existence has ended. Is that not a fair trade? Is that not what your kind call a blessing? There you go. Yes. And it's true, you have no choice, so come closer. Yes, just like that. Now, look into my crystal ball that I hold here. Focus on the memory. Let it rise to the surface of your mind. Remember every detail about it. Remember what you saw, what you heard, what you smelled, what you tasted, what you felt, internally and externally. Make that memory crisp and clear in your mind, and I will take it. Gently, I assure you. There's no need to be afraid. Just focus on that memory. There you go. There you go. Wait. What is this forming? That cannot be. This memory? This is your most cherished memory. Of me? You cherished your time in my realm? Despite the fact that you were there against your will? Tricked by the puka, you hold on to those moments that we shared as your most cherished memory. No, don't turn away. Come back here. Tell me, mortal. Is this true? Am I truly the center of your most cherished memories? I consider myself to be very good at discerning secrets. The Fae are tricky. You have to know not only what they're saying, but what they're not saying. The lie within the truth. But I never actually saw this. All this time that you carried that love in your heart for me. Even as you returned to your world. Foolish mortal. You foolish, foolish human. You were very brave. I had no idea. I couldn't have imagined. How could I have when... No, don't worry. I've stopped the spell. I will not take this. I cannot keep it. Do you understand what you're offering me? If I take this memory, you will forget. You will forget the time we spent together, the laughter we shared, the glances that lingered a little too long. The moments when time itself seemed to stand still. You will forget me. And I find that I do not wish to be forgotten. I've taken memories before. I have countless memories. They're trinkets to me. Fragments of lives that I am never going to live. But this is different. This is precious not only to you, but to me. And I am unaccustomed to feeling this way. I don't want your memory if it means losing you entirely. You see, mortal, I loved you too. I have since that very first day. Do you remember our final moments in the Fey realm? Oh gosh, you don't now, do you? Not entirely. But a part of you remembers. A part of you remembers loving me now, don't you? Just as I have never stopped loving you, and though I cannot undo this spell from here, I will make you a promise. I will return to this mirror and I will see you again. One day, in a place where the veil between our worlds is thin, I will find you again. I will return this memory to you in person. And if you choose, then you may come back with me. Not as a debt to be repaid, but as a gift. A gift we will give to each other. And until that day, you are to hold on to what you can. And know this, mortal. You are not as inconsequential as I once believed. You are fragile, yes. But in your fragility lies some sort of strength I will never fully understand. But I adore. Farewell, my human. My love. Farewell for now. Hey there, Cupcakes. I hope you liked that audio. Thank you for joining me for yet another. And if you liked this character, she is going to be in a little face spicy on my Patreon today. I'm releasing this on Sunday. So, yeah, that'll be out by the time you get this recording, I think. Anyway, and also for all of the well wishes, I do continue to improve daily. It is going to take me a little bit to catch up to my old schedule, for one, because I just fell so far behind, honestly. But we're going to get there. And in the meantime, I have so many thanks to give and welcomes to my newest patrons. There's Nibelung and Sunken Slug, Raven, and Carter Reeves. Thank you for joining me, and I look forward to getting to chat with you in the community chat in my Patreon. And there's also so many people who've been so kind to me on Throne. Electrolyte drinks. Oh, bless you. I've been getting so many electrolyte drinks in the mail, and yeah, it's a good thing. Not great for people with high blood pressure. I wouldn't, with what it does. Oh my goodness! If you are ever dealing with public service announcement, if you ever have high blood pressure, be careful of those hydration drinks, the sport drinks, because oh my goodness. But if you have low blood pressure, kind of good. So thank you, Amethatis. I'm going to say Amethatis, but And if that's not your name, that is, well, then you are now. It's your name now. You have been christened. Unless you're Jewish, and then maybe you've been Jewined, or Hindu, you've been Hinduined. You get the idea. It's your new name. Welcome. As always, I would like to thank my Baker and Pound Cake tier level patrons for helping me to be able to do this for a living. There is Turquoise, Mike D, Kuro, Semblance of Life, Sarcastic, Monkey, Ang, Lucid Sloth, Charles Tribble Wheaton, Loot Curator, Limonic Cultist, Confused But Still Here, Bowman, Alton Good Bottles, Disbanded Crow, Techo, Gunner's Mage, Mushan, Your Audio Best Friend, Allface, Tomas Rogers, Anya's Bad Wolfie. He's not a bad wolfie. Barry Wilburn, Esteed, SLE Photo, Harper Evolution, Wolf9004, Malicilo, Mr. Fabulous, Lou, Bunny, Merrill, Mr. Rickles, Anin, Darth Mythish, Red Death 48, Always Able, Old Bean UK, Kalua Bear, The Swaggy Lumber, Outlaw, Pierce Tailish, and Christian Kalepa'a. And as always, I hope you will all be as good to yourselves as you are to me. I will speak to you soon.